Hi guys, welcome to Learn Electronics Repair. Just a short video to talk a little bit more about the HP Omen laptop I had last week. The one that would not charge on the non-original charger that the guy brought it in with to me, but it would charge on this non-original charger, and it would also charge on my bench power supply. That one, I was puzzled at the time why the laptop would charge off either of these power supplies but not the one the customer brought in. So I posted the video and there was lots of discussion about this. What was puzzling me is how the laptop can detect the type of charger that's connected to it, because from my bench power supply I have two wires coming to a connector, the same from my charger. There are only two wires. We can zoom down and have a look. So you can see inside there is an inner and an outer connection. That is the only connection coming from the charger. And the same with the cable I was using from my bench power supply. In fact, it's probably a little bit easier to see on that. There's only two wires. There was a lot of discussion about how this could work. So amongst the various comments I had were that the laptop is communicating with the charger. And two methods were basically suggested. One is called one-wire serial pairing, and the other one is a resistor effectively between the pins on the power connector. And my comments originally to this were that the one-wire serial pairing, so this effectively needs three wires. You have the power, the ground, and the signal wire. And the signal wire is connected to the power line via a pull-up resistor, what they call a weak pull-up. So that's a pull-up resistor that has quite a high resistance between the 19 volts and the detect pin. And I couldn't see how that can work because these only have two wires in. And I commented as much in the reply to those suggestions. Another one, that there is a resistance between the connectors. So somebody was saying there's a resistor between the connectors and the laptop can measure the value of the resistor. Again, I couldn't understand how that would be, because if you had a resistor between the 19 volts and the ground, the two wires we can see on here, there's already 19 volts across that resistor, and it will be passing whatever current Ohm's law says. So Ohm's law says I equals V over R, so voltage divided by the resistance is the current that resistor is passing. A high value resistor would pass a very small current. But there's no way the laptop itself could detect the value of that resistor, because to measure a resistor there's only two ways you can do it. Ohm's law says so. So one way is to put a known voltage across the unknown resistor and measure the current. So you know the voltage, you can measure the current, and R equals V over I, voltage over current. So from that you can measure the resistance. The other way is to pass a constant current through the resistor. You know the current flowing through the resistor and measure the voltage across it. Then we use the same formula with Ohm's law again. R equals V over I, and we can measure the resistor. But if the resistor is powered by this, none of those methods can work. So this was where I got to, and I thought, well, why does it work with this charger? And why does it work with my bench power supply, but it won't work with the 180 watt charger that the customer brought in? And then I sort of realised what I'd done, hence the video, okay. So what I'd done then is plug this, and this came with this charger. And this is a little adapter. So we can see here that the charger comes with a whole range of adapters. You can see different ones, okay. And one of the adapters is this one. The other end of all these adapters is the same, and that's where we plug the charger in. But what I did is, when I connected, this is from my bench power supply, I also plugged it into the adapter to get it fitted to the laptop. Now let's look at the adapter I used. It's this thing, 4HP. Okay, and if we look down this end, we can clearly see, which I missed, there are 3 connections. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So what do we have? We have an outer sleeve, we have an inner sleeve, you can see it there from that angle, and in the middle is the pin. Now, assuming there is no smart electronics inside here, and I suspect there probably isn't, this one wire serial communication thing wouldn't really do anything because there's nothing for it to talk to and it can't pass the communication up that way. But what it can have is a resistor inside here between 2 of the connections. Let's have a look. You can see the multimeter on screen. Okay, so the easiest way to check this thing is going to be to plug a wire into it. This is the wire or cable I used with my bench power supply, and we have on the other end connections. Okay, so I can measure from either of these to the connector. In order to keep this in shot, I'll actually zoom out a little bit, it's easier. So from this one, let's see where it goes. Well, it doesn't go to there, so it must go to the one inside. Yes, you see that goes to the inner sleeve. This one here will go to ground, and I suspect there's resistors between the inner sleeve and the middle pin. Okay, so let's have a look. First of all, we can try to measure the resistance across the wire, and we can see that is open circuit. Okay, there's nothing there. We can go into here to the sleeve, we have 0 ohms. Now let's try to get onto the pin, and we have 390 ohms. No, I tell you, we have 390 kilo ohms. Okay, so the resistance between the pin and there is 390k, and that must be the signal that is effectively telling the laptop the charger is attached and allowing it to charge from anything that is plugged into here, whether it is my bench power supply or whether it is my charger. Mystery solved. I wasn't actually aware of that, to be quite honest. I didn't even notice the extra pin, hence some of my replies were obviously incorrect, but you guys, to be fair, were easy going on me. And then I said, I think I know what the problem is. I put a pinned comment. So this seems to be the answer to it. I suspect you can buy some of these and wire them to anything that will probably work, at least on these laptops. But I also imagine you can buy just these from AliExpress. Let's have a look. I think if we search for HP power adapter, we might find something. Well, there's quite a variety on AliExpress. This one appears to be the correct one. That's definitely the correct size. With the tip in the middle, it has the 3 wires on. We know how this is wired up. We know where the 390k resistor goes. So we could adapt something like that to fit onto the power supply that wouldn't work with this. Another option, of course, would be to just modify the laptop to put the 390k resistor across the correct pins, the sense pin and the 19 volts pin. So I'm sure there's lots of ways we can get around it now that we know. It's so simple, in fact, it honestly makes me wonder, why do they bother? But I didn't design the thing. What I can tell you is that Handy Andy took the laptop back from me on Saturday. He then found another charger similar to mine, and the customer can now charge his laptop. So that is working. I don't see any reason now why I could not modify the 180 watt power supply he has with one of these cables. I think that would work also just fine. So it looks like we have a happy ending to all this. Thanks a lot to you guys who came up with some very useful information. That must be one of the shortest videos I've ever made, but I hope it was useful anyway. And I look forward to seeing you all soon on another Learning Electronics Repair video. Ciao for now, guys.